Changement pour la France. Le numéro 19. Le numéro
No
10.
winner in 90.
Alors,
30 more to come.
Le numéro 10. Le
Norway
numéro 7.
conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And that is headed for the middle. Played out towards the right wing. There's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Koundé has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Østegard. Ryerson. That's Sorlot. Tries to play it through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Berger. He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's Dembele. Koundé swings in across. Good read, needed to be. And that is well cleared. Silvestre. And it's Zaire Emery. Ryerson. Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Silvestre. Ekitike chasing after it. And it is half-time in extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This the final 15 minutes for someone to do something. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Zaire Emery. Griezmann. Now it's Akliouche. Tries to pass it for... Decent chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
France leading now.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Sorlot. And he's had it nicked away. Griezmann looking to play him in. He is through here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Looking for a runner.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good line! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
France could be danger here. Looking for option. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's a decent clearance. And that's that. Norway pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Del Piero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would you do, Jim, if you were the manager?
I'd give him a free role behind the attack. His flair, his technique make him the perfect player for that position. And he always seems to benefit from playing off that central striker.
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Hazard. Hazard. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely aimed pass. And the counter is on. Bellingham. And it's Otto. Juke. Some really good ball movement. Del Piero. Seedorf. And it's Hazard. And he's quick to return. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chelsea are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now it's Bellingham. Stam, always a very imposing presence at the back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's played it in low. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Del Piero. Gerrard. Juke. Oh, that's well spotted. Maldini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Seedorf. And here's Hazard. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Juke gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super ball. And he's heaved it away. But they've got it again. Nicely shaped ball. Bergkamp has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Pirlo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Juke. Strokes it back. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cross needs to be... Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
O'Reilly. There he goes, motoring forward. And it's O'Reilly. Great work on the overlap. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hazard. He's through on... Goes for a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find.
And the shot! And that is well cleared. Chelsea are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And here's Dembele. Seedorf. Gerrard. Now O'Reilly. Jupe. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Dembele. Bergomi. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. This is Del Piero.
Been indicated.
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
And Del Piero! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Chelsea really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Odo. This is a promising build-up. That's a delicate pass. Decent chance! Has another go! Seedorf. Bergomi, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Stam cuts out the pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Dendelou are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Seedorf. Gerrard.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Just about up to the hour now. Gerrard. Pirlo. Maldini. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Maldini. Bergomi. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's been shifted off it. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Bergomi with a definite foul there.
Substitution on the field. Number 5. Number 7. Bellingham. Number 17, El Hadj Diouf. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 19, Messi. Number 18, Shevchenko.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And the return pass. Chelsea have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Camavinga. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldinho! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class!
Goal! After
Just
76
cruising!
minutes
They are
number
cruising!
7,
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Number 12.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a glory. Shoots! He's got a goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Chelsea still making a fight of this. And Del Piero! Oh, good finish. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Dendelou are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now he's got space here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Gerrard. And it's Rijkaard. Bellingham! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Substitution. Four added minutes has been indicated.
And the ball is out of play. Odo. Messi. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. And he's there to make the challenge. Bellingham. And it's Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Rashford. Gerrard. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's onto this. He's on it. Can he get it? It's Rashford! That's that. The end. Chelsea cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Chiesa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Into the channel. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Bellingham. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Diouf. Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught napping. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get it through?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's in a great position here. Bellingham. Odo. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at this. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ronaldinho. Looking to play him in. Odo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
O'Reilly. And it's Odo. Rijkaard. Half an hour played now. Played out to the left flank. Spread out to the left. Now it's Chiesa. Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a little off target. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe! Oh, it's come off the upright. Ronaldinho. Chiesa. Now Tonali. And it's Pedri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. A lot of space ahead of him. Great chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Marquinhos can get it clear. And it's Tonali. And here's Chiesa. He's dealt with that really well. Mbappe.
There will be one
Gets
more
on his bike
added
and on the
time.
move. He's found space here. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
And he was quick to react. Oh no, this does not look good. Just a keep and a chance! Gerrard. O'Reilly. Jude. O'Reilly. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nice control. Pedri! It's hit the upright. And he should have made it four.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Just about up to the hour now. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's out for a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now this could be a shoots! And he hits the net! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And he's done it again, he's got his second! Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pedri. Lovely feet. Shot a goal! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution.
Chelsea have opted to make another change here. Chelsea will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Shevchenko. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And this is Messi.
Oh, shooting chance!
That's going wide left.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning.
Chance for a shot!
Oh, denied at the last.
They've played it short. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Oh, good spread. And that's played in low.
Chelsea truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement?
He's having a shot! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Number 7, Pedri.
And the shot!
Is number 9, Bellingham.
Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. He might be in here! Oh, that was vital. Neymar. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Now, and another try!
Mbappe finds himself offside.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 10, Ronaldinho. Number 17, Messi. Coming on the field, number 13, De Bruyne. Number 11, Yamal.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And here's Haaland. And the referee brings it to a close. Chelsea have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So we're up and running.
Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Odo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Gerrard. Now O'Reilly. Oh, what a ball! Can he get it through? There's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, that's clever.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Gabriel aimed beyond the defence. Shoot! Goal! Inter! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Inter Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rizal.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Messi.
Oh, sweet feet.
It's Ronaldinho! It's loose, and there's a ring. Oh, he's been caught napping. Camavinga attempts a clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Diouf. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Silvestre. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Deftly away. Nearly, but not quite. And we have our very first corner. He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Hussein is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
The pass has gone astray. Camavinga, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Pass is just off target. Chelsea are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Oh, facing up. Rizzo! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Lovely bit of skill. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great defending, strong and determined. He's a sharp little ball here. De Rossi. Gerrard threads one in. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Camavinga. Gabriel. Camavinga. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Defending of the desperate variety.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking for the run. Camavinga.
And it's Gerrard. Oh, that's delightful. Here it is, and one more try! And it's a goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
France definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Jupe. Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Elects to cross. And again. And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height.
And the finish! And that's a good finish. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pirlo looking to play him in. O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rijkaard. Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top drawer. And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Chelsea go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Gerrard. Cafu. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Bellingham. Jupe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. This is a promising build-up. That's going wide left. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Marquinhos. It's not an especially good pass, that. Khan getting this one clear. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Chelsea are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Chelsea claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Gerrard. It's a searching pass. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a go!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tries to pass it through. Camavinga.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gerrard. Quality ball. Bellingham at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. And he's quick to return it. Jupe touches it back. Oh, well played, well played. Gerrard. Played into space. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Rijkaard. Gerrard. Marquinhos. Camavinga. O'Reilly venturing down the left. Foot in. Pirlo. Cannavaro.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get on the end of this? Well read, and the danger is averted. Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming. Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Diouf. Pirlo. To Bale. And this is Shevchenko. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
O'Reilly chasing after it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Cruyff. Shevchenko. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pirlo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. O'Reilly. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That's good play. He has found the way through. Now it's Camavinga. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Mbappe. Gabriel looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bale looking to add to his goal. Rijkaard. Jupe. And the pass is intercepted. De Rossi. Juve. Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he whips it across. And he's there to clear it. He's having a pop! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Schlotterbeck attempts a clearance. France are looking to go forward now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Cafu. De Rossi.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. That pass has been well intercepted.
So that's it. It is all over.
Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's found support out wide. And a header! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Goulet.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Otto. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Bellingham. To Gerrard. O'Reilly touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Merino. Bellingham. And it's Gerrard. Merino. High. Vardiol. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Merino. And he's forced to go back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. Looking for the run. Diouf. Can he finish? Goulet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bellingham. Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Paredes. High. Camavinga. And it's Gerrard. That's Rijkaard. Gerrard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Marquinhos getting this one clear. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Mbappe. And here's Goulet.
Mbappe, and he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Argentina! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
This possibly the last play of the half. O'Reilly has fallen kindly here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Chelsea trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Goulet. Vardio. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, terrible pass.
Jude, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. He's on it, can he get away? He's had it taken off him. Camavinga. Now O'Reilly. Chelsea still chasing a one-goal deficit here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, he's taken it. Barry does have his name on the score sheet, of course. High. Goulet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. High. And it's Paredes. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bellingham gets flagged offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Chelsea are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Khan must save this. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
That has been cut short. Barry. Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Gerrard. Goulart scooting forward. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Gerrard. He's cut it out. High. Merino. High. Paredes. Merino. High.
Chelsea really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he's all alone! Tries a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Barry. Merino. Can he get it through? Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Paredes. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Gabriel. Barry. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history... He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
O'Reilly. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dinks one through. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marquinhos. Bellingham. Now it's Van Basten. Bellingham. Rijkaard. He has found the way through. Van Basten. Marquinhos. Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Otto. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi is always looking to break lines. And he's cut it out. Baresi calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Diouf running with the ball. Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. And it's Otto. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he was quick to react. O'Reilly. Bellingham. And he's gone back. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Otto. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Gerrard. The ball goes in. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Otto. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Chance to deliver. Joe! A real chance and a real let-off. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. It's a sweeping cross. And he can thump it away. Dembele. Bellingham.
Chelsea have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Joe! That is some save from Khan!
Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Bellingham. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's made its way to him. Mbappe! That's it, 45 minutes up. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Chelsea have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Odo. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Dembele. And this is it's Van Basten! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard. Odo. And it's Odo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Diouf. Bellingham. Diouf.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Messi. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. And this is Van Basten. Quality ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know,
He'll try from distance. It's a goal. They are right back in business.
well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it.
Shapes to shoot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. And here's Wirtz. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. And it's Rijkaard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's chance! Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, important interception. Beckenbauer. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Distributed tidily. Dembele. Costa Curta. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
O'Reilly. And it's Rijkaard. Over to the right flank. Threads one in. And this is Van Basten. Bellingham. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Dembele! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's there to belt it away. Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. Gerrard. 2 minutes to be added on. Marquinhos gets a foot in here. Bellingham. And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem... He's gone for goal! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Jude. Oh, that's a key interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Marquinhos. Camavinga. Over to the other side. Now Otto. Jupe. Driving on and making good progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Otto. And it's Gerrard. And he's quick to return it. And it's Otto. He's found a way through. Ah, that's a fine interception. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that is out of play. Rijkaard. Oh, sweet feet. And he lines up a cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rijkaard! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He has found the way through. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United, and he shoots! Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Chelsea are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's Ibrahimovic! And the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. It'll be a throw-in. Camavinga. That's Gerrard. Rijkaard.
Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Gerrard. And it's Camavinga. That's Rijkaard. And here's Gerrard. Nice interception, well timed. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Shoot! It's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Quickly taken. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Just eases him off the ball. Rummenigge makes a dash for it. And this is Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. Motta. And the finish! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now he's got space here. Floated through. And this is Ibrahim. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top drawer. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again. Chelsea not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a good run down the left. Diouf. Varane deals with that comfortably.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Bronckhorst can see things others simply cannot.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's picked his way through. Hazard! Gerrard. And it's Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Short changes him with that pass. Camavinga. That's a shade optimistic. Hazard. Hazard running with intent. Stood up well to him there. Diouf under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's up, and he's stuck it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Gerrard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. Otto. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Van Bronckhorst with the foul. Rice. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Chelsea presented with a golden opportunity here.
Substitution.
Drama over the penalty spot. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 18.
So could they be onto something here?
Number 4.
Bruno Fernandes proves just a little bit too strong.
Number 5.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Number 10.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Bruno Fernandes.
Foot in. Rice. And this is Messi. Marquinhos. Gerrard. Gerrard. And it's Rice. Searching pass he's played there. Pass is just off target. Messi. Messi powering forward here. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Camavinga does well not to be outdone there. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now he's running away. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Manchester United visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Timber going forward. Gerrard. Oh, that was vital. Corner number 2 then. Real chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Substitution in progress.
Chelsea have their 3rd corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. And it's Neymar. They really do have to make something of this.
There will be
Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And they can counter here. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rice with the short one. Good chance here! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And that will be it. Chelsea cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And that's been drilled in. Kimmich clears without hesitation. Otto tidy with his distribution. And it's Rijkaard. Bellingham! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's had it taken off him. It's a sharp pass. Great vision. Mbappe produces a cross. Rijkaard, and that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Portugal are now forced to play the bulk of the game, a man short. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Timber making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gets a good foot in there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There's the shot! Goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 5.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first moment of real significance.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Juve in the hunt and looking threatening.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise. Marquinhos. Oh, well measured. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That has been cut short. And it's O'Reilly. Strokes it back. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's a key interception. Portugal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Gerrard. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's a cute ball. Floated through. That's an excellent interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shoots! Oh, good finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological way.
Mbappe. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but...
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is two, but still, all things are possible. So let's get the ball rolling. Timber. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's going across goal. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space. Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham. O'Reilly. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Gerrard. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Knocks it into space. Now the delivery. And that should get the job done.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodri. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre picks it up now. He leaps for it! He's gone direct here. O'Reilly has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. O'Reilly. And it's Marquinhos. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the delivery. And the shot! Van Basten. Now Romero. Belletti. Bellingham. Totti gets across and deals with it. Bellingham. Chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Well, no joy this time. Silvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
In by Rijkaard. Khan claims it, safe hands. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Totti. Van Basten. That is good alertness. Decent chance! And that's in! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And that has been cleared. Very much into the last knockings. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's going to have his name taken. And the through ball. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads.
And the shot! It's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental
Manchester
occasion.
United against Russia.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Rice, and that could well leave a mark. Goes down, but nothing given. Rijkaard gets it clear. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Aims beyond the defence, and he's certainly onside here. That is good strength. Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. Clipped into space. And he's heaved it away. It's a sweep. It shoots! It's there! And there is your opener. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that could set him on his way. Good read, needed to be. Shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's cut it out. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whips. And a header! And it's been hooked away. Great vision. Good ball, good take. That's an imaginative pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Rijkaard. He can run onto that. Diouf has crossed. Terrific effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. He's going to be disappointed with that. Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Oh, it's Rijkaard.
Oh, great feat, that.
Bellingham, he's picked his way through. Plays it in low. Gusto. Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Gusto just loves to go forward whenever he can. Messi. And here's Trossard. Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Always onto this. He'll try from distance. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Duke.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now.
And he's in on, tries a shot! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class
There
from
will be
both
1
sides.
minute at a
The next
time.
goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Trossard. And here's Trossard. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Mbappe. Marquinhos. Bellingham. Timber. Nice looking ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Punched away.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rice, Chouameni. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Lovely feet. And it's Marquinhos. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Diouf. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rice.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. And here's Trossard. And it's O'Reilly. It's a threatening ball. Marquinhos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Looking for a runner. Dink through. Now it's Mbappe. Nice control. He's free. He has got space. And he's gone backward here.
And a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rijkaard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Cleared away.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now there's a fine ball. O'Reilly. And claimed it back swiftly. Paredes. O'Reilly proves too strong. Gets a good foot in there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lovely pass, but
Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
After 83
unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United with the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's Dembele, and he welcomes it in. Decent chance!
has been indicated.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And he's running through. Now, this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! Oh, has another go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Give him the ball anywhere near the box and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Juve. Saliba cuts it out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Khan gets it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Shevchenko. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Baggio. Shevchenko! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Looking for the run. That's a good ball. Great chance! He's scored! And we have liftoff! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Montedio Yamagata are already chasing the... And Batistuta! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's lost his man here. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Deftly away. Look at the space here. Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Shevchenko. Messi, driving on and making good progress. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted. Marquinhos.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Oh, well played. Messi, that's a sharp pass. Kimmich, chance here to counter. Nuno Mendes. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Timber gets it clear. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Cross to the back post. Towering header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most convincing of passes. It's a pretty loose pass. Mendes gets over and intercepts. He's not got that quite right. And it's Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred. Batistuta.
There will be 1 minute at a
Great
time.
vision. Now it's Haaland. He can run onto that. And he's got the big... Haaland! And that's a tiny finish. And this is getting better and better. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Oh, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pacho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He has found the way through. Now there's a fine ball. Kimmich. That's going wide left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Marquinhos. Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Koundé. Kimmich gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Baggio proves just a little bit too strong. Picked out, shapes to shoot! Marquinhos clears without hesitation. That's a cute ball. It's a goal kick. Odo goes long.
The attendance for this match was
Fighting looking ball that.
81,007.
Kimmich. That has been slung wide. Flings in a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now it's Haaland. O'Reilly. O'Reilly is a perfect combination of brain and goes for a shot! Kimmich. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Haaland receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. And it's Marquinhos. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
8, Marquinhos. Coming on to replace him is number 3, Pep Guardiola.
Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Haaland. Roberto Baggio. Kimmich. Now Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Just one goal in it now. Game on! The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Montevideo Yamagata cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Number 19.
And it's Shevchenko. And Batistuta! Oh, it's hit the post!
In progress.
And a truly agonising miss.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Coming on the field is number 23, Messi.
Now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here.
Yamagata really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's found a way through. That's good defending, very good defending.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Substitutions taking place.
All hands on deck for this one.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he thumps it clear. Shevchenko. And here's Batistuta.
4 added minutes has
Vinicius
been indicated.
Junior has it out wide and in space. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. We thought they were done, but never say never. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already. Impressive jump. Now, oh, he's been caught. Has another go. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just...
And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as new... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And it's Hullet. That's good running with the ball. Kaká demonstrating his defensive quality there.
do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Musiala. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Kaka. Now it's Hullet. Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. And that was very necessary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Musiala. That's Bebeto. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Haaland. Silvestre calmly anticipates. And it's Musiala. Odo. Gerrard. Camavinga. And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. Impressive jump. But he's left disappointed. Brazil are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Kaka is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! Goal, Brazil! And we have liftoff! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he was quick to react. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Rijkaard. Oh, that is a nice touch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he's forced to go back. Bellingham. Looking for the run. Gerrard. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's O'Reilly. And it's Camavinga.
Chelsea truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rijkaard. Gerrard. And here's Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Odo. Gerrard. Great vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Musiala. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gerrard. And it's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. Rijkaard.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Van Dijk. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Chelsea come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back. Great chance! Musiala. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The pass has gone astray. Bellingham. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. Oh, good take in a good area. Musiala plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kaká looking to receive it in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chelsea still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Musiala, well, that is one way to stop him. Gets a good foot in there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, good ball! Can he finish? Can he get it through? Ronaldinho.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Plays it through. And he's cut it out. And it's Hullet. Gerrard. O'Reilly. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's well spotted. And back to the keeper they go. Khan is one of the more vocal goalkeepers around. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Bebeto. Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Substituição em andamento.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away.
Look at the space here. Kubo! And that really should have been that.
Kubo has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Teremos uma substituição.
Rijkaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Cafu has given away a free kick. And it's Neymar. Van Dijk gets the foot in and wins the ball. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. Guardiola has got himself a free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Crossed into the box. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Chelsea really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away.
Oh, great feat, that.
And here's Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Silvestre. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. He's played it back. He's on it, can he get away? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And the number on the board is 3. And no, that was never going to make it. Dani Olmo. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes.